Hey, it's Phila, and you're watching Phila TV, the ultimate YouTube channel. I'm no cinematographer, just a dude with a camera and sometimes a lantern. All right, anyways, I bought this lantern. It's a 6-78 200. I bought it when I was in the gold country, in Central California by Copperopolis. And I was at an antique store and I found this thing for like 20 bucks. I was pretty stoked. It's kind of paint chip in, the vent isn't so bad. Glass is okay. Seems to be pretty good. Even has a little bit of fluid in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and fire it up and see how it, burns. And then I'm completely take it apart. I'm gonna strip the paint. I'm gonna clean all the parts for it. I'm gonna get it put back together, get a new decal on it, and it's gonna be ready to go and spend quite a few more years in service. So anyways, I hope you guys watched the video all the way through. Give me a thumbs up and like this video. And remember, you can find me on Instagram, Phila TV channel. Some SOS pad, the vent. So you can see it's really clean. It's got a couple little nicks in there, but the top's nice and strong. It's got a nice shine. Inside it's pretty clean. It doesn't look like this was used that much because it isn't fried. Glass, again, a little bit SOS, just to kind of clean all the real, some rust spots and stuff because the cage was rusty. And I just hit this lightly with a brush. And I put on fresh correct mantle, and let's see what we're going to get this time. Well, it kind of is working. I'm just going to let it do whatever it wants to do. And if it does any better, we'll be happy. If not, I'll let it cool down again and take it apart. But you can see it's just going to flare up again. But judging by everything else that was around in this barn finally definitely been sitting there for years. All right, so be back again. All right, this is that 6-78 200 A that I'm going to clean up and repaint. The vent is in pretty good shape. It's got a couple little nicks in it, but it's pretty clean. But it just sat in the weather, and it's kind of paint's coming off of it anyways. The burner frame is pretty nice. It's going to SOS up nicely. You can see I kind of did a little bit right there already, and it works good. So I'm going to go ahead and strip the paint and paint it, put a new sticker on it, a new decal, and let's bring it back to life. Like I said, it's a 6-78, so it's kind of a late model one, so I don't mind stripping the factory paint off and repainting it. But you can see it's pretty faded and flaking away, so let's move on to the next step. All right, so I masked off the best I could. Give it a quick coat of citrus strip. And I'm going to leave this on here for about an hour and see what it looks like. All right, this is where I'm at. I kind of got sidetracked last night. I didn't come back out here. So this is what it looks like after 24 hours. As you can see, it's going to come off nicely. All right, let's get the rest of this paint off. I'm going to go hit it with the garden hose. All right, now it's time to do the bottom. See, I hit it with the water hose. Most everything came off nicely. I should have taken a picture of it before I decided to do the bottom. But anyways, there's the bottom. Take a look again tomorrow. All right, you can see I got all the paint stripped off. Hit it with a little bit of 400 wet and sandpaper. And this is really important. I used the dental tool and I went inside and scratched this as much as I could. Then I got a nice stiff wire brush. Same thing, I just kept going over it and over in it just to try and get all the paint out of there so you get some good coverage. Make sure the paint stick and you'll be able to see the date. Yeah, even though it's only a 6 to 78, but it deserves to have its date exposed. All right, on to the next step. All right, we're looking good. Got all the paint stripped off as best I could. Wet sanded it with some 400 grit. And I think we're now ready to lay on a little bit of paint. All right. Lay down the first coat. Got pretty good coverage around the fuel cap. All right, we'll give this 15 minutes of flash and we'll get another coat on it. All right, I got the fount all painted. Came out pretty nicely. I'm very excited about this. Started putting it together. Got the collar on. Got the generator in place. And now let's finish it off. All right, so we got it all put together. We're at this step now. We are going to burn the mantle. I don't know, it's pretty breezy here. All right, as we let this guy smolder now, I have got fuel in it. And now we will get some air in it. And let's see, we'll get this thing fired up. As you can see, it's burning nicely. It's sounding pretty good. All right, it's looking good. It's sounding good, shining good. If you guys like this video, it's a comparison. Here we go, before and then after. Not too bad. Found this thing for 20 bucks, something like that, at a antique store in the Gold Country in Central California by Copperopolis. It's a pretty good deal. Brought it home, cleaned it up, painted it. I think I'm doing pretty good. All right, so if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks for watching Phila TV. This is a 1978 200A Coleman lantern.